Another quick as found clip. This little Dodge pickup here had a pretty rough life. It got hit hard years and years ago before it was tucked back here in the corner and basically used to pile stuff inside of. Like I said, it got hit hard in the rear. We'll try to get around here. Front end's pretty good, but you can see where it went into the back of the cab on this side, and the other side is actually way worse. Good thing about it, front end is still here and intact and in good shape. Like I said, unfortunately, it did take a hard shot in the rear, which would have been, this is a short bed pickup, so it would have been a great little pickup today, but man, this thing got clobbered hard. So we'll try to get around here real quick, and then we'll take a better look at it when we get out of here. But you can see how I got wrinkled up here and put the bed clear up into the corner of the cab. So we'll get this thing drug out of here and get her back to the yard and take a little bit better look at it once we can actually see some of it. Well, we've got this little Dodge pickup hauled into the yard. We got all the junk out of the back of it, got it pulled out of the weeds. I got her here at the yard so we can take a little bit better look at it. Now, I think back in its day, back in the early 80s window, this was probably a pretty cool truck. All black, short bed. They put an aftermarket sunroof in it, which by today's standards is terrible, but back in the day, that was cool. They put chrome wheels on it. They told me it was originally a 6-cylinder truck. They swapped that out for a 318 out of a late 60s passenger car. So back in the early 80s, this would have been a cool little cruiser. Probably, kind of like a Warlock, Little Red Express era type truck where it was kind of mildly customized, but still usable and a good looking pickup. So, but one thing about it, after we got out of the weeds, the damage to the rear of this truck is extensive. Obviously, we knew it had been hit hard, and it was hit really hard. So, but it's here. Let's go talk and walk around it now that we can see all the way around it. Check out this little 79 Dodge half-ton short bed pickup. Now, as long as we stay up here, this thing looks pretty darn good. Front end looks great, grill looks good, bumper looks pretty decent. This grill really, for as hard as these are to find, a couple little dingies here in the side, but overall, this is a really pretty straight grill, considering this thing is over 40 years old at this point. Had the chrome front bumper, John Deere tag on the front. So from here, we're looking pretty good. If we just quit right here, this truck would look like a home run. But as we come over here to the side and get a good profile shot of it, doesn't look quite so slick anymore. But if we stay up here to the front, the fender looks pretty good. This did have the factory side moldings on it, which are gone now, but we can see where those were mounted on here. The Adventurer is still there. But when this thing was hit, we can see how extensive the damage was into the back of the cab from when the bed got hit. Rolled the rear bumper clear up under the bed. So I guess if we just kind of stay like right here with the chrome wheels and the black truck, probably looked pretty good back in the day. Just not quite so much when the rear of the truck is almost pointing straight up in the air. We can kind of take a peek inside here. Obviously this door will not open at this point. It's going to take a little work to get that door open again. But it did bust the glass out, so the seat is heavily weathered. And as a matter of fact, I believe the seat is even bent from when the bed went into the back of the cab. Inside, kind of your basic old Dodge pickup. It does have a clock in it. And it does have gauges in it as well. And there again, sticking with our 80s theme, the Pioneer cassette deck. Auto reverse all digital synthesizer, Pioneer Super Tuner cassette deck. And we can kind of peek up and see the aftermarket sunroof that was added to this truck. Like I said, by today's standards, these weren't a good idea, but back in the day, back in the early to mid 80s, you were riding in style in a little black short bed with a sunroof and chrome wheels. But we'll work our way on around to the passenger side. The rear obviously is not going to get much better. It actually did not break this taillight out. I think it cracked it, but it didn't break it out somehow or another. And actually the bed doesn't look too terribly bad from this side. It looks like the left rear corner took the bulk of the shot. But boy, it sure took it hard on that side. Step back over here from the passenger side, and pretty decent looking little pickup from here. We'll take a peek in the door over here since this one does open. Still has the Adventurer on the glove, right below the glove box door even. So maybe some dash pieces and some door pieces, but that's probably about it in here. And this has, check out the wheels. These were Progressive brand chrome wheels to dress up this little Prospector Adventurer. So let's pop the hood and take a look under there real quick. Now under here, obviously this thing being back in the weeds, it had some company that was living in here at some point. Got a lot of that cleaned out, but still remnants of it. But there you can see that V8. Like I said, I was told it was a 318, about a 67, 68 era 318 that they added to this truck back in the day. So probably scooted along pretty well. Pretty much all here with the exception of the radiator and the fan shroud. But obviously has been sitting back there in those weeds for a really, really long time. So there's our trip back to 1985 with this little 79 Dodge half-ton short bed. V8 swap, aftermarket sunroof, Pioneer cassette deck, Progressive chrome wheels. If that thing don't scream mid-80s, I don't know what does. But like I said, unfortunately, it was hit really hard in that accident and probably not really a savable truck. But man, there's a lot of great pieces left on this thing that are getting really super tough to find for this era of Dodge. So definitely wanted to bring it in, add it to inventory, put it here in the row at nobody else's auto. Once they're flat, they're not good for anything. So at least now we know somebody's going to get some use out of this old Dodge. So got any questions about this old Dodge or any of the other 2,000 cars and trucks we've got here on the ground at nobody else's auto, just give me a call. 620-786-4428. That number is in the description part of this video if you click on the text. Give me a quick call so we can have a short conversation about your project, year, make, model, body style, the parts you need, or specifically what you're looking for a project. With this many cars on the ground, I need all that information to know if I may or may not have something here that might be able to help you out with your project. So give me a shout. We'll have that short conversation, see if I got anything here that can help you. You like old cars, you like old trucks, you like memorabilia, toys, oil cans, signs, all kinds of cool gearhead related stuff. Be sure to check out the channel, Nobody's Show. Hit that subscribe button. You're definitely going to want to click that notification button as well because we do a lot of cool live stuff on here that you don't want to miss. So check that out. Check out the other stuff on the channel. We have a lot of fun with these old cars and trucks. Hope you enjoyed the old Dodge. Stay tuned. We've got a lot more cool new inventory coming up. We've had a lot of cool stuff hitting the ground. You're not going to want to miss any of it. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you soon on the next video.